What's good? What's going on? Masculine Pulse. Welcome to the channel. Like, subscribe, share, comment, show your love, get the word out. Okay, so I, I deal with a lot of young people. Right now, I have a direct connection to young people ranging from the age of 18, the oldest being 23. I speak to young people and so forth. I love being in the energy of youthfulness when they're expectant of life. So that's why I got inspired to do this video. The essence of your attention and the essence of your focus. Now, I stumbled upon this by accident when I was young, perhaps maybe because I had a lot of female friends. So when I had a goal in my heart, I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I had various stages when I did different things. I learned early on to say no to clubs. I used to go to the clubs, but when I had that burning desire in my heart to execute something, I understood that I had to sacrifice the club and I had to sacrifice female attention, like giving female attention. And guys would be like, there used to be this cafe I used to go sit at, and I could see people going to the clubs. And I was sitting there, and people would come going to the club and sit next to me and says, "What are you doing? It's Friday night." And I would sit there and just put in time. And it was crazy because I didn't know. Like I said, it was a gift that was just given to me at that time or something. I felt it more important to forego the attention given to women or the clubs, and the focus needed to be excited and go into what everybody was doing at the time. And I gave that attention to my projects, my entrepreneurship projects. And of course, I've been better for it for disciplinary reasons. I'm a very disciplined individual, but also for the capacity to say no. Now, the reason for this message is the essence, the energies that you're pouring into these females. If we take those energies, which is you just see it as attention, she's calling you, texting you instead of doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'm not just speaking about academic. It could be like you working on an invention. People can invent, or you could work on a song, or you could be a track and field person, an athlete. You know, in your youth, you're putting in that time. You're putting in that time or a business model. You cannot afford to pull away from your project when you got that focus on it, you get that attention on it, you got the concentration. You cannot then give that attention to a woman because you remember you're at different stages of your life. She can afford to just call you and get your attention and she thrives off it and goes on to another dude. You is that attention that you give it to her often is sabotage. Now, I'm not trying to talk bad about women in essence, but I'm trying to talk about the fact that a lot of women, young ladies, are playful at that stage, and young boys play along with them. Now, this is the part where a man gets to learn what works and what doesn't work, and it requires experimentation. So, the essence of that focus, unless the woman was also an athlete, like you're in the same field, she understood the discipline, she understood when to leave you alone, when you're focused, that's good. But oftentimes, as young men, we don't get to that. I'll put myself in that category because I've been there. We just run along, especially if the young girl is giving you attention as a beautiful woman. You run and give your attention to her, and you procrastinate on all your goals, and you become a lazy person as an adult. You become equipped to chase tail instead of chasing your dreams and your goals. So that valuable essence of your focus, that valuable essence of your attention, you may not think much of it. Women thrive off it. It runs Tinder, it runs dating sites, it runs Instagram and TikToks. People will do a lot for attention. You just think it's one. Now combine that by the multitudes. So when you don't give that attention, women go away, and you want them to be excited about you. You want them to want you. So you give them that attention, not knowing that you're doing it to at the suspense of your goals sometimes, because we tend to overdo it. We tend to infatuate. So I'm not saying don't talk to females. I'm saying understand that your attention has certain particles and energies that could be used to cultivate your goals, which then will get you what you need to do in the long term. It will cultivate discipline. It will cultivate dedication and focus. It will cultivate order, being methodical, and eventually you get to see a clearer picture as to what you want, because not all these females are worth the attention. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say, and I'll keep it brief. Peace, love, and blessings.